Welcome. It's your boy Carcino here, and let's get into it. Doja Cat decided to go live and give you a no wig, all uncut access, a live stream apology, as this is the best method to apologize to the fans after issuing an apology via internet, Twitter, Instagram statement that was put out that we all could see through and say, she didn't make this, somebody else did. But everybody got on there and basically said, well, why isn't Doja Cat, who did all this on social media, why isn't she on social media explaining herself? Well, that was said. It was stated. It was mentioned. Why? A lot of people would like to know that and the answer to that question. Because there's a lot of people that watched that apology and was confused. So I'm going to basically sum this up to save you all this listening to Doja Cat just ramble all over the place, because that's all she really did was ramble while trying to explain something that could have just been simply done. And she tries to justify her actions as to why she was doing what she was doing, why she was in the live chat. So don't forget to hit the like button if you just got in here so they can know you're a real person and not a bot. It's... Oh, thank you, Adrian. I appreciate it. I just try to get the information out to the public as quickly as I can. Sometimes the information comes in so fast. It's so much. Those are the days I don't like. Like, if it comes in steadily, cool, but it's like so much in so many different areas that I might not be able to get to all of it in one day because it's just so much. Like, I got a video already made about Azalea Banks and Dave Chappelle. You're not going to see that till probably tomorrow because all this other stuff came out of nowhere. So, it is what it is. We just, like right now, I'm doing this Doja Cat video at a time where everybody is rolling over in the bed. But hopefully when they wake up, they'll get to see it. Now, the problem is this. Doja Cat comes out and she's very incoherent and she's saying what people, I guess, has told her to say. What just happened? I have no idea. Hold on, good people. They just kicked me off my own live, which was just ultimately crazy. Hold on. And we're back. Let's keep it right here. This is where the action is, folks. Now that we're here, well, here's where it went wrong. Now, Doja Cat is trying to address a lot of different issues that don't mean anything. There's one big thing that people cared about. And it was obvious she saw our video and she saw others like it. That people talked about her not loving herself, and she understood that. And her being drunk and dumb, and she turned off the switch in her brain of her being smart, and I was just dumb for a minute. If you want to say that, start with that, because that's where the problem is. this tiny chat thing or whatever, all the stuff you did there, the song and all that stuff you made back in the day, something about the lyrics wasn't good and I shouldn't have said these words on there. The problem is, why are you on this chat where people are going off saying all these different things? You weren't outraged when it happened. You never got on top of these things when it was going around. You wanted to ignore it and hope it'd go away. Why would you hope that go away? You should have explained that immediately. You didn't real. It's certain things, like if somebody said Doja Cat was sleeping around with Soldier Boy, that you let go away. That's something you just say, you know what? I'm not going to entertain that on social media. I'm going to let it go. But when someone is putting out statements about you when it's pertaining to things that you've actually done, and it's actually you on the video doing them, you and your team need to get ahead of it. Your team dropped the ball and they tried to get her to make an apology, which she didn't seem keen to do. And you can tell from her doing this live stream. She just want to be her and just be open and do a live stream. And they had her record like about 100 different versions of an apology, and all of these different things because they're trying to save and salvage her career because it's damaging. It's real damaging, and no one did it to her. She's acting like people are out to get her. No one's out to get you. You painted this avenue yourself. Nobody was out to get you. You did all this to yourself. You went on the chat room letting these people talk down to you with racial overtones, and you not even budging. And you still there talking with these people. It's like, what is wrong with you? Nobody, all of these people in there were a bunch of frat guys and nerds. And I'm like, what is she even doing there? Like, it's like no one that you would even think that she would be associated with being around was in that chat. Like, she was the only person that really didn't fit in the chat. And they talked to her so disrespectfully in the chat, and it was like it was accepted. And she tried to explain like sometimes she's a mod and sometimes people slip through. You weren't trying to correct anything, and some of the things you were talking about on there was totally off the wall, off the grid, just nuts. And we supposed to just go by the fact that you were drunk and you were dumb. Should have led with that. Just say you were drunk, you were dumb, you made a mistake, and it won't happen again. I'm not going to do that to myself. I'm not going to be getting as tore up as I was before, and that's all that was about. She had corrected that she wasn't going after Beyonce. She's trying to do all the things to get things right because it's all going downhill. Maybe we got to blame Nicki Minaj. She's just bad luck. Nicki get on the remix and then it all goes downhill. So she's like, I don't care about being number one album or number one. I don't even know what that is. What is number one song? I don't care about that. So clearly this is somebody who, it's very evident. And please hit the like button so that they can know you're real and not bots. It's very evident from just looking at her and listening to her voice and listening to how she sounds that she's sorry. But she's sorry for the wrong reasons. She's in defensive mode. Instead of being apologetic, she's being defensive. And that's the wrong apology. If you're going to apologize to somebody, you need to be sorry. not defensive. And that's the problem with your apology. And this is where it went wrong. You spent all of the time trying to defend yourself and debunk something. I'm debunking this. No, just apologize for what people are mad at you about. She's talking about, well, I didn't show my boobs and I said I was going to show my boobs and all this stuff. Who cares about that? That's misdirection. That's something stupid. Nobody cares about that. Who you date because you like a white guy, nobody cares about that. You ain't the first mixed girl to date a white guy. Listen, it's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people don't even know. But this is another form of self hate. Now she loves black guys. Now she loves her color of being black. Whenever being black is threatening, when I could lose some of the black people that followed me. This is what it's for. Now it's okay to be black. Now it's okay to be, on the black side. Can't lose them. See, everybody wants to be black when it's beneficial to them. Same thing. But they're never around for the struggle. They never around for the problems. They never around when things are not looking good for us and we got to pull each other up. They're not around for that. But when it's time to give them some credits or some pat on the backs or some album sales, now it's time to be black again. Let's tap into the black side. You got to cut that out. Can't keep playing both sides of the fence. If you're gonna be with us, you gotta be there. You gotta be there for the whole ride. Can't just pick and choose and jump in and out like double dutch. I don't care about her being mixed. She had no decision and no choice in that. Okay? She's born, she is what she is. She's mixed. Nobody on this planet had a choice in what they were going to be born as. Male, female, black, white, Chinese, Asian, whatever. You had no choice in that decision. So you should love yourself first. Love the fact that you're here. Love the fact you have all your faculties. Love the fact that you have everything that you have in front of you. There's people who are making do and they don't even have fingers. They don't even have legs. They're born without legs and arms. And they working. And I'm like, this dude got a job. He don't have no legs. He don't have arms. And he's working. And he can get disability for life. But he wants to work. So it just teaches you, man, that not everybody is gonna be. I don't think she's racist at all. I don't. I think she's programmed to think negatively towards African Americans and think positively about Caucasians. She's been programmed to think that way because of the people she's been around and the people she's hung out with. People start forgetting who they actually are and start becoming other people. And she probably never had anyone real in her life in the first place. Because even though I'm out here in the suburbs, I've always got real people around me that they don't change no matter what. So if I've been hanging around an area where it's just reality don't exist, I'm always gonna go back to headquarters and touch down. I got to be around something real. So I'm not gonna lose myself, lose the identity of who I am. I mean, she just, you got to understand, she has a lot of inner demons. Like a lot of other artists and a lot of other people in the world. She's no different. She just doesn't know how to apologize. She don't know how to be sorry for what has happened because she's sorry for the wrong reasons. She's sorry that she got in trouble. She's sorry that all this got out into the public. She's sorry that everything she's doing is falling apart now. She's sorry all this is happening. She's like, "Oh, if I offended you, I'm sorry, but I'm not. I don't feel bad about it, but I'm sorry because you know, it's gonna hurt my career." So there's no real empathy to the apology. It's just more defensiveness than actual sorrow. Or and had she done that, it would have went better for her had she just came out bluntly and just said, "Look, I was stupid. I was dumb. I did that. I was drunk. I wasn't really paying attention. I was just out of control, man. I got to get myself together. I take full responsibility for this." Now I wasn't trying to just be honest saying nothing like that. That video y'all did, if you do that, instead of going down this long list of all these different things and trying to put it in order, and it comes off mechanical. It comes off you're all over the place and confused because you're trying to remember what your manager, your team wants you to say and what you want to say, and you can't get the words out your mouth. And that makes you sound disingenuous. Then you're basically defending yourself, talking about debunking. You don't use the word debunk in an apology video. It don't work. I don't know who your team is, but they need coaching. They need coaching in this situation. A lot of biracial people are, they fight with themselves a lot because a lot of people, no matter what race, they always have people saying you're not this or you're not that on every side. Like I told you, it's a girl who's half Chinese, half Haitian. You know, the Haitian people say she's not Haitian. The Chinese people say you're not Chinese. You don't know any Chinese, so you're not Chinese. Her mom's 100% Chinese, her father's 100% Haitian. So to tell her, she's not something, she's, 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 and tell them that they're not a part of something, they already feel like they're less than. They already have that inner feeling that they're less, and they want to be a part of something. They want to be accepted in something. So when they being like, okay, well, yeah, she's half this, it's like exclusion. So they become people pleasers and they try to always fit in. And then they have an identity crisis, such as her. You know, she feels it's the way the people she's been hanging around that the whites are the upper class and the black are the lower class. And that's how she comes off as kind of an elitist statement that she was making earlier. It kind of comes as, "Oh, I'm just dissing my hair. You're dissing. Why? You should be proud that you have that hair. You should be proud that you have anything, that you have two eyes, 10 toes, 10 fingers. You should be proud of all of it." I think she just needs some real soul searching. You know, that's what she really needs. She needs to some real soul searching. You know, like who she sleep with, and like no one really cares about that. That's typical, just your average fan or troll on the internet. You know, that's different. So to address that is just a waste of your time. When people realize that their beauty is inside and not outside, then they'll figure it out. Because if you're just caring about outside beauty, that stuff fades. That stuff goes away. And not everyone's going to think you're beautiful. Newsflash. Not everyone's going to think you're beautiful. Not everybody's going to think you're this amazing person. That's life. You're going to have to move on and move forward. Are we just as guilty? No. I'm not. I can't speak the rest of the world, but society teaches you that. Society teaches you that people who have weight on them, or people who are average size body, they're not attractive, or they're not on the commercials. The commercials show you people walking on the beach. Everybody's got a six pack, or they looking like they call them beach bodies. You got a guy like he's been working out in the gym all day. Those aren't the people you see on the beach, but those are the people that's on the commercials. Those are the people that's in the movies. The majority of the people don't look like the people on TV in the world. Why? Because they want you to envy the people that's on the television. They're telling you what you look like right now is not appealing. This on television is appealing. This is what you need to look like to get here. If you look like this, you put you on television. It's images. Why do you think they put jingles in songs and commercials? Because your brain is programmed to remember melodies and tunes. Your brain is programmed to memorize melodies and tunes. Say this word in your head. Say the word New York, New York in your head. Did you do it? Did any of you do it? Say the word that I just showed you on the card in your head. And you hear your voice saying that word. Because your voice is your conscience. Your conscience goes by your voice. So you will always hear your voice saying it. But if you listen to the song or play the song or think of the song New York, New York by the Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg and the Dog Pound, you're going to hear Snoop voice and you're going to hear the artist voice in your head. You're not going to hear your voice. You're going to hear the artist's voice in your head. The jingles, it gets you to remember. And when you hear that jingle, you think of where you heard the song and what was shown to you. These things were tested. They don't just make it and hope people like it or hope it works. They test these. They have testing rooms. They pay these people or they go to colleges and universities and they test. They have people volunteer for tests to see how it works on the human brain. When they hear that ding, 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 that bell from the ice cream truck, kids know it's ice cream. Ding, 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 ding. Kids know that's ice cream. They hear that tune, they know it's time for the ice cream truck. Now, after this, she should not make another video. She shouldn't be on live. She really should relax and lay back and not do anything. Talk to her team and get herself some help. That should be her direction. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification button, and select all. Absolutely. Oh, Lansky, she just made an apology video that just went really left, and it was very confusing, and it was all over the place. No, it wasn't that. It's the fact that she just did something really dumb. She was drunk. She did something really stupid, and it just showed the world that she's human She's not an enlightened person. She's someone with a lot of, just inner demons and very unsure of herself. She has a lot of issues and she drinks to get away from the pain. It just puts her mind at ease when she's drunk. But her self disdain, her self like love comes from her absence of probably not knowing her family, not having people around her that has her best interests. If she has some structure and support system around her, then these type of things would be happening. But she first has to learn how to love herself. That's the main problem. She has to learn to love herself. Just because you're mixed don't mean you're less of a person than somebody else. You have to learn to love who you are. And you are going to define who you are. Don't let anybody else don't let anyone else try to define who you are. You will define who you are. My Cash App is Carcino. I mean, that's thanks, Lance, but that's been our main flaw, and like I said, nobody got a choice. Nobody had no decision in what they were going to be when they were born. So if you can't love who you are, then that it is what it is. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna try to get some sleep. Y'all waking up, I'm going to sleep. We'll continue this tomorrow. One.